Namaste everyone, my name is Deeksha Ramakrishna and I welcome you all to the 7th session from Jathi Composition Series. In the previous sessions, we learnt about the 5 main concepts that you have to keep in mind while composing Jathi, and those are Kaala, Jathi, Thaala, Sholkattu and Mukh Taaya. And in this session, we will be using all these concepts and compose a Jathi from the scratch. So I am super excited to start this session. I hope you are excited as well. So let's begin. Today, we will be looking into 2 approaches. The first approach is modifying an existing Jathi. The second approach is composing a Jathi from the scratch. Now let's begin with modifying an existing Jathi. Now the reason I have taken this approach is I have seen many people asking me, Deeksha, we know that we have to keep all those 5 concepts in mind while composing a Jathi, but I think I don't know how to use them, right? Imagine that you are trying to prepare a dish and you get all the ingredients that are required for that dish. But if you don't know how to use them, I think it's difficult to make a dish, right? So this is the reason I have taken this approach, and this will help you in building confidence for your Jathi composition. For the first approach, I have taken a Jathi which is very famous, and it is in Aadi Thaala, that is Dheenutata Dhimitahata Jhamtaka Jham. So if you know this Jathi, please do sing it along with me. Okay? So shall we begin? Dhalang gutaka dhikutaka tadhiginatum dheenutata dhimitahata jhamtaka jham tajham tajham takita taka dheenutata dhimitahata jhamtaka jham tajham tajham takita taka dheenu dhimitatam dhimitakitatatam kitata jhanutatam jhanuta dhimitatam dita kirdagadum ta di dita kirdagadum ta di dita kirdagadum ta. So this was the original Jathi. Now, we will be modifying the Mukhtaaya section of this Jathi, that is Dittat Kirdagadom Taddi. From there, we will compose our own Mukhtaaya. So, I would like to take Tadin Ginatum, that is Trisha Jati Mukhtaaya, and I would like to add few things to it, that is Tadin Ginatum, Taka Tadin Ginatum, Taka Dhiku Tadin Ginatum. So, this will be one pattern, and I will be repeating this 3 times. So you can also take any other approach. For example, you can take other patterns like Tadiginatum, Tadinginatum, Tadinginatum as one set, and accordingly you can change the Mukhtaayas. So in this set I will be taking Tadinginatum, Taka Tadinginatum, Taka Diku Tadinginatum. So now we have already the Mukhtaaya pattern ready, right? But before including this Mukhtaaya pattern, what do we have to do? We have to check the speed of the Jathi, that is Kaala of the Jathi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which Kaala is this? Exactly, it is Dhruta Kaala or third speed, right? In third speed, we will have 4 Aksharas per beat, and in Aadi Thaala, it will have 32 Aksharas, exactly. So 32 Aksharas. Now let's keep that aside for a while. Now let's focus on the number of counts this Mukhtaaya set has. So Tadin Ginatum, how many Aksharas? 6 Aksharas. Taka Tadin Ginatum, that is 2 plus 6, 8. Taka Dhiku Tadin Ginatum, 4 plus 6, 10. That is 6 plus 8 plus 10 will give us 24 Aksharas. Now I have to repeat this 3 times, right? So 24 into 3 will become 72. Now in Aadi Thaala, we know that we have 32 Aksharas. So can we include 72 in 32? No, right? So we have to multiply the counts, or we have to take more number of Avartanams. So let's try with 2 Avartanams. 2 Avartanams of Aadi Thaala will give us 64, right? So 64, still we have 8 more Aksharas, like we are lagging 8 more Aksharas. So again increase the Aadi Thaala by 1 more Avartanam, that will become 3 Avartanams. And in 3 Avartanams, the last Avartanam, do we need the complete Avartanam for it? No, right? We need only 8 counts, that is 64 plus 8 will give us 72. But we will still have 24 counts extra, that is 6 beats extra, right? So what do we do with that 6 beat? We have to put it in the front, that is beginning of the Thaala. So keeping this in mind, we will leave 6 counts of gap from the beginning and continue with this Mukhtaaya, and let's see if it comes to Thaala or not. So shall we begin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tadin, Ginatum, Taka, Tadin, Ginatum, Taka, Dhiku, Tadin, Ginatum, Tadin, ginnatum taka tading, ginnatum taka dhiku tading, ginnatum tading, ginnatum taka tading, ginnatum taka dhiku tading, ginnatum ta. So it fits perfectly, right? So we have to leave 6 counts gap in the beginning of the tala to end the Mukhtaaya in a perfect way. Now we know that there are 6 counts of gap in the beginning of the tala, right? But we have to fill those 6 counts with some Sholkattu and we have to follow certain pattern. So now you might ask, how do we follow a pattern, right? Here comes the picture of symmetry. So symmetry in a Jati, does it make sense? Of course it does. So imagine you're dancing a Jati and what you do normally, you do some steps on the right side and you also do those steps on the left side as well, right? So this is symmetry and we follow another concept as well, that is, imagine or consider a Jati. So first line of a Jati will be for the entire Avartanam. The second line of the Jati is usually half of the Avartanam and the third line of the Jati is 1/4, that is quarter of the Avartanam. So this is the pattern that we generally follow and this will give us the structure of the Jati. We know about structure and symmetry of Jati, right? Now let's include Sholkattu for those 6 counts. Now including this Sholkattu, it will take some time for you to understand because we can't simply use any other random Sholkattu for this. For example, Dheenu tata dhimita hata jham takacham. So we will have to use some syllable which is similar to what it is, what we have in the Jati, right? So for example, we can't say tadeku dhaneku tadeku dhaneku, something like this, because Dheenu tata dhimi and tadeku dhaneku have two different, they are different Sholkattus, right? So we have to follow the uniformity of the Jati. So I would like to go with something like Dheenu dhimita dhimita kitata kitata jhanuta jhanuta dhimita. So even though it is in takita 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 format, 3 into 8 will give us 24 and that is the exact count we need to fill for that 6 counts, right? So shall we try this? Dheenu dhimita dhimita kitata kitata jhanuta jhanuta dhimita. See, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So this is exactly the 6 counts that we are looking for. So the next, from the next Dhruta, it will come like tading ginatum taka tading ginatum taka dhiku tading ginatum, the Mukhtaaya section. Now that we have modified the Jati, let's sing it from the top. Dalangu taka dhiku taka tadhi ginatum dheenu tata dhimita hata jham taka jham tajham tajham takita taka dheenu tata dhimita hata jham taka jham tajham tajham takita taka dheenu dhimita tam dhimita kitata tam kitata jhanuta tam jhanuta dhimita tam dheenu dhimita dhimita kitata kitata jhanuta jhanuta dhimita tading ginatum taka tading ginatum taka dhiku tading ginatum tading ginatum taka tading ginatum taka dhiku tading ginatum tading ginatum taka tading ginatum taka dhiku tading ginatum ta. This was about the first approach, that is modifying an existing Jati. And I would really not recommend you to do this for a longer period of time because this was only for your understanding purpose. Always composing your own Jati has greater value. We will look into the second approach in the next session. If you like the content in this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and do not forget to click on the bell icon for more updates. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next session. Until then, keep dancing.